Today we are going to look at a third grade reading text. The name of this text is What Was Project Mercury? Before we get into this text, we are going to look at some reading strategies. Good readers have reading strategies. First, we are going to preview the text. Preview means we're going to look at the pictures or look at the title. Next, we're going to look at the questions. We're going to read the questions and underline important words. After we have previewed the text and then we have read through the questions, then we will read the text. We will read the text and read the text again. Fourth, we are going to stop and jot. That means we're just going to make notes as we read the text. Then we will think. We're going to think through each answer choice. And then after we have previewed the text, we have read the questions, we have read through the text, stop and jot, we think through each answer choice, then we are going to underline. When we underline, this is the proof or the evidence in the text that supports the answer that we marked. So these are just some basic third grade strategies that good readers use. So let's do step one. Let's preview the text. So the title, What Was Project Mercury? We see here that we have a subheading, what spacecraft was used for Project Mercury. On the back, we have another subheading, who were the Mercury astronauts. Then we have another subheading, how did NASA make sure Mercury was safe? And we have why was Project Mercury important? And then we have previewed the text as far as looking at the heading and the subheadings. Also, we have some pictures. We would look at the pictures and read the captions of the importance that it is to the text. We also have another picture here and a caption. So we have previewed the text. We looked at the pictures, we looked at the title. Next, we're going to look at the questions. The questions are very important in using the text evidence. When we read the questions, we're going to look at and see if there's any important words that we need to underline. Question 1, Part A. In paragraph 1 of text 1, What was Project Mercury? What does the word launched mean? So, this question is telling us where to find our answer. So, we're going to underline in paragraph 1, and we're looking for the word launched. What does it mean? So, we know that the answer is in paragraph 1. Part B question to number 1. Which detail from text 1 best helps the reader determine the meaning of the word launched? So we're looking for a detail. We're looking for a clue that would give us the meaning to launched. So would that be A, 2 types of rockets, B, first things NASA did, C, the first 15-minute flight, or D, made the rockets safer? So I would use the text and I would go to paragraph 1 to find my answer, and here it is. I'm using text-based evidence. Project Mercury was a NASA program. It launched the first Americans into space. So then I would go back and I would use the rest of the strategies. I would go through until I found my proof, and then I would underline my proof in the text. Using these strategies, let's move on to question number 2. Part A, based on information from text 1, what is the relationship between Project Mercury and the fact that humans eventually walked on the moon? So on this one, I know that I'm going to use the text, and we're looking for the relationship between Project Mercury and the fact that humans eventually walked on the moon. So how are these two related? And then part B, which section of text 1 provides the best information about answer the question in part A correctly. So then I would go and I would have to read under each one of these to find where it talks about the relationship between Project Mercury and the fact that humans eventually walked on the moon. So today, this is a quick review of using reading strategies to answer third grade reading questions. So let's look back over the strategy for us to be successful. So first, you would preview the text. Then you're going to read through your questions. You're going to underline the important words. Then you would read the text. Reading the text means you can read as many times as you need to. After that, you would stop and jot. You're just going to make notes as you read. Then we come back to the questions, and you're going to think through each answer choice. After you think through each choice, you then are going to underline. You're going to mark your correct answer. Then you're going to go in the text, and you're going to mark your proof of where you found your answer. And that is how you feel confident that you marked the right answer. I hope these strategies help you as you are working through any reading passages.